Hi friends, welcome back to my channel Testing Mini Bytes. I am your friend Amudan Shaktivel. In this video, we will do quick code refactoring, right? So revisiting and refactoring our code is very important. Okay, even if you write a very good code, it is always good that you go again, do a revisit and see if there is any scope for improvements and improve on that. And that's what we are going to do. Again, I have marked a certain refactoring as to do tasks. So it's time for the me to complete all those things because I have done certain hard coding. It's time for me to revisit those code and refactor them. Good. So this is what we are going to see in this particular video. So without wasting much time, let me get to the Eclipse workspace. What I have done this, I have already opened all the class files that needs a little refactoring, and let's go one by one, right? So first we have our driver manager class, right? So in this class, so if you notice, I have marked certain things to be done for this particular method. If you notice, there is a set driver method which helps us to set the driver instance to the thread local variable, right? So there are two things that we need to do. One is the access modifier. As I already told, by default we should not give public to everything, right? So if you notice, this set driver method is only used in driver.java class. Okay, this is the place, this set driver method is used. Okay, since this driver and driver manager all belongs to a same package, right? So it is not necessary to keep that as public, so you can change it to default. So if you want to change it to default, you don't have to give anything, right? So this particular method is only accessible within the packages, right? So we should not give public by default, right? So we cannot keep it private because it needs to be accessed from driver class, right? That's the reason we have moved this to default access modifier, right? Good. Now first one is done. So, and the second one is disallow null assignment and call unload method instead. So there is one more thing. So when we spoke about thread local and other stuff, we understood why we need to create this unload method and to call this remove. We have to do this because Sonar Lint have suggested so, right? So let me open this particular description again. So if if you set a value of thread local to null, it is not that safe, right? So which can cause memory leak in some scenarios. I have explained about that in detail in the thread local video. If you haven't watched that, I will leave the link in the description. Please go ahead and watch that. So basically, thread local variables needs, it will be garbage collector. But if you are using some pool of threads, the memory leaks can happen when the holding threads are reused. So that's why it is always good to use remove method to set the thread local variable back to the default value. Good. So we have done this all these things in detail. So if you haven't watched that video, please do watch that. So even though we have used remove method, there are still chances people can call set driver method and pass a null reference, right? So what I can do, I can call, say for example, some user is using like this. Okay, so driver manager, okay, dot set driver, and then they can pass null, right? So they can do that. So but this is not good, right? That's why we have used unload method, right? So to avoid this, even if they do like something like this, we can avoid that, right? How can we avoid that? So it'll go to the driver manager class. Even if someone is calling that, okay, if driver reference that's coming here, okay, is not equal to null, all right, so then we will do that. But as I already told, we have something called as objects class in Java, right? So objects dot is not null, right? So there will be something called as non-null. So and then pass this driver reference. If it is not null, then I will set this particular variable, right? So control A and control I for the alignment. If there is only one particular statement, you don't have to mention the braces. Again, if you want to mention the braces, that's absolutely fine. You can also do that. So there is no harm in doing it. Okay, control A, control S. So we have done this to the task. So this is good. So we have refactored our code. It's now more reasonable, right? So and then there is also something that this unload method, right? So this unload method is again public, which is only called from driver class. So again, I can change this to default, right? So even this particular to do task is now complete, so I can remove this. Good. So we have done certain refactoring now. Let's go to the driver factory class and then check whether if there is something. So if you notice, I have marked a remove the hard coded value of the grid URL. Good. So let me go to the config properties, right? So uh, src test resources, we have a config folder. Inside we are maintaining all the things, right? So these are all the config things that we are maintaining. So if we can also create a new thing here, okay? So Selenium grid URL, something like this. And then, okay, maybe you can keep it as URL. Maybe Selenium grid URL. So whatever you want to give, you can give, and then you can give the value. So in my case, I am running the Docker in my own machine, so I can giving local host. If you're running it on different machine, you can give that, right? So I don't want to hard code this here. Okay, let me cut this from here and paste it here. Just a minute, right? So I'm saving it. Good. So this is done. Now in my driver factory class, instead of this, okay, I need to read this, right? So if I have to read this, I need to create an enum. Again, guys, if you are watching this video, just this particular video, you may not be able to understand. You need to watch the entire framework to understand what is going on here, right? So I have a config properties that is getting maintained in enums, yeah, and then config properties. Here I need to add this particular URL, right? So um, what is the exact thing that we use? Config.properties. We use Selenium grid URL. Okay, so same thing, Selenium grid URL, right? So good. Okay, close. Same way, we have some class called as Elasticsearch, right? ELK stack. So here also I have hard coded the value, right? So maybe I'll create another parameter here. Okay, maybe Elastic URL, something like this, right? So this is good. So in the same way, I can create in my configured properties. Okay, this is, I can save this, right? I can go here. I can also save Elastic URL, right? So if you want to give some meaningful name, you can also do that. For time being, I'm just using like this, right? Good. So this is done, and let me go here. Here I can tell read property file, right? So read um, property utils, right? So prop, property utils dot get and the config properties, right? Enum, and I want to choose the enum that is Selenium grid URL, right? That's it. So this is done. It's the same way ELK stack, ELK utils. I have to use a property utils, right? Dot get config properties dot elastic URL. That's it, guys. Very simple. Now you have the control, in your config.properties, and this is not hard coded. Anyone can go and change it, right? So if the URL endpoint getting changed, they can go ahead and change it, right? So if they want to create a new index instead of this, they want to, send a, create a new type, they can change it here, right? So it's very, very simple now. Good. We have done refactoring of the driver factory as well. The same way, I'll replace it for the, right here. Good. Done now. And there's one more thing. Yeah, it's all good. And there is nothing much here. Maybe there is some to-do task that I have marked, like we need to use generics to create the instance of this page class. We will see that in detail, but this is not the time to learn about generics. But I'll have a placeholder here as a to-do task. We'll see that later. The same way in the extend manager, like our driver manager, right? So we have done some changes. We disallowed the null assignment, and then we have changed the default access modifier, right? The same way it is still the same here, right? So we'll do that first. Okay, good. Again, if again this set extend test, there are two things. First, I need to disallow null assignment. So what I can do, I can run a simple if condition. Objects is a class in Java, non null. I'm doing the non null of this object coming there. Okay, and if you want, you can add the braces as well. Control A, Control S, right? So we have done these two things. Okay, good. And the same way, this is already changed, so you don't have to do any change. So this particular things are done. Okay, everything looks fine here. Okay, this is done. And the data provider utils, here there is nothing much. Maybe we can later see, we have used a data provider with Excel, right? So if a user wants to use a data provider with JSON or YAML, okay, we didn't have any provision. So we will see how we can create an interface, provide the skeleton. We'll ask the user to follow certain conditions, right? That's the use of interface, right? We'll give the skeleton, make the users to implement, right? So we'll do that later, maybe after learning about some Selenoid and other stuff. We'll come back and revisit this. Okay. And the ELK utils, yes, I have already done this, so I can remove this. Good. And the property utils, everything looks fine. I don't have to do anything. This looks fine. Framework constants, good. Here if you notice, this is a class where I'm maintaining all the constants, right? So just a minute. Just a minute, guys. Yeah, this is the framework constants. If you notice, we are having a lot of constants here. In your framework, you may have more number of constants than this. So what you have to do, you have a lot of getters, right? So we have a lot of getters. So we'll see how we can, use a Lombok plugin to remove all this boilerplate code, right? So this is a very good plugin. So we normally, know it is normally untapped by the test automation people. I haven't seen much people using this. Yes, it's very good, easy to use. We'll see about Lombok plugin in the coming sessions, but for now I have just a placeholder to to fix this in future. Good, guys, so we'll see about Selenoid and other stuff. Okay, before getting to AWS, we have good videos coming for Lombok. We'll try to do some design patterns, integration with our framework. We'll see all those things. All those things are coming up. So if you guys haven't subscribed to the channels, please do subscribe, and share it with your friends. It will help me to share more videos, guys. Until then, tata, bye bye from Amudan. You all have a very good day. Bye.